Hi, welcome back to my channel, and I know it's been a while, but I'm bringing you guys episode 4 of Single Father Ranch Style. As you can see, we're in Strangerville, and there's a meeting going on in the middle of Strangerville. The meeting consists of Officer Camilla, Officer Orson, you have Jonah, and Miranda. Camilla is giving them detail on how her team has been searching nonstop for baby Javea, basically letting them know that her team found baby Javea's location, which is in an abandoned junkyard type of place. She's having all other field agents canvass the area, so there's officers pretending to be like civilians and stuff around town to throw people off. She has not missed a case, and she's not about to miss this one. So she's been working very hard, and she's letting them know that this is now considered a rescue mission. So there's a certain protocol that you have to do because her officers have families as well, and they need to go home to them. So don't do anything crazy. So as you can see, they're wearing civilian clothing because she doesn't want to make it obvious that they found where the hideout is. So Miranda's kind of annoyed with Camilla. She's like, she talks too much. Let's just get this done. She's also kind of annoyed that Jonah has been praising Camilla, and Miranda's kind of getting jealous of that because they used to work together, and Miranda knows that Camilla is the one for the job because Camilla does her job very well. Camilla lets them know that don't do anything crazy. We're going to start phase 1 of the mission. Meanwhile, Uncle Leonard is off on his own. He goes rogue. He doesn't listen to anything that Camilla said, obviously, because he's doing the exact thing that Camilla told him not to do. Like, really, Uncle Leonard? Come on now. And it's not really smart because he's pretty much messing up the whole mission because he's giving everything away. Meanwhile, you see Miranda and Jonah, and they're waiting for a signal for Camilla, and Camilla comes in on the walkie-talkie, and she's like, where's your uncle? So we see Uncle Leonard with Jeanette. Jeanette surprises him. She pops up and she has a gun. So she's holding the gun to him, and she's like, hey, Uncle Leonard, type of thing. I'm not going to kill you or anything, but what are you doing here? She's definitely more unhinged from the last time he saw her. Miranda is really upset. She's like, are you kidding me right now? Your uncle's going to blow our cover and he's going to ruin everything. Jonah's like, okay, let me find out where he's at. Jonah tries to contact him, but of course he can't. He's not answering his phone. So they eventually figure out how to get in the bunker. And now it's considered a rescue mission for Uncle Leonard and baby Javea. And now they're just waiting on Camilla's directions at this point. And Miranda is kind of getting impatient, and she's like, why are we following Camilla's directions? And Jonah is like, let's just wait it out and wait for her because she's got it right so far. And here comes Jeanette. So now you see Jonah tied up to a chair because Jonah got hit from the back during a fight that Jeanette and Miranda had. And he's kind of groggy. He realizes he's tied to a chair, and he looks around the abandoned room, and he's looking for Miranda, and he doesn't see her. Miranda is on the other side, and she ended up getting hurt. So now you see Jeanette, and she's waving her gun, and she's saying hi to Jonah. So while she's saying hi, Miranda's able to locate where they are, and Miranda busts in, and she and Jeanette start fighting. Jeanette is able to get away and locks them in the room. Jonah and Miranda are trying to figure out how to get out because their walkie-talkies don't work anymore. They're hoping that Camilla will let them out. Meanwhile, we see Uncle Leonard passed out on the ground. He's not dead. Jeanette didn't kill him, which is very nice of her. So he eventually sees the opening to the bunker, and he ends up letting them out. Miranda chases after Jeanette up a canyon, and they fight it out. While they're fighting, Uncle Leonard found the baby, so Uncle Leonard and the baby are safe. Miranda doesn't know that, so she's asking Jeanette, where's her baby? And Jeanette's telling her it's her baby now because she abandoned the baby. They're fighting. Jeanette kicks Miranda. She just kicked homegirl off the cliff. As Jonah's making his way up to where Miranda and Jeanette are, he is able to witness Miranda getting kicked off the cliff. So he's rushing to her, and Jeanette, in her crazy self, is waving goodbye to Miranda. As I shouldn't laugh. she's a hot mess. Meanwhile, Detective Raymond, who's in love with Miranda and obsessed with her, basically attacks Jeanette, and Jeanette attacks him back, and her attack on him seems more personal. The next scene we see, it says a year and a half ago, and we see Jeanette and Raymond in a hallway, and they're discussing, they're talking, and appears to be that they are a couple or they're together somehow. And here's a montage of them enjoying their time together. So a little background, Raymond, Orson, Camilla, and Miranda, they all worked at the same station at different times. So Miranda's the last one to join the crew. Camilla was a cadet when Jeanette was working at the station. So Camilla does know Jeanette and Raymond. Raymond seemed so happy back then. So here we see Jeanette. She's talking to the office ladies, letting them know that she's going on maternity leave. Basically letting them know that when the baby is born, they can come and visit her at the hospital. Here they are taking maternity photos. In this scene, you see them at like a little resort. They decide to go on a baby moon before the baby arrives, just to have some time to themselves. I love how he's drawing a little heart in the sand. That's so cute. So Jeanette starts to go into labor, or she starts having labor pains, and Raymond goes to fetch the car, but when he comes back, he sees Jeanette passed out in the sand. And I don't know where everyone's at this little place, because you see her on the ground. No one was helping. Anyways, now we see Jeanette having an emergency surgery. The emergency surgery is complete, but it has sad results because unfortunately the baby didn't make it, and Jeanette is still recovering from the surgery. And Raymond's there to support, but after a while his support turns into anger, and he kind of turns that anger into blame onto Jeanette, and he gets angry and he storms off blaming her for their loss. Jeanette is having a breakdown because not only she lost her baby that she wanted to have desperately, but her fiance is blaming her for something that she couldn't control. Now you see Raymond pretty much yelling at her, telling her that he wants her out by the end of the month and that the relationship is over, which is an asshole thing to do. I don't even understand why he just didn't grieve with her. Later on, you see Raymond like 6 months later or a couple months later talking to Miranda. This is when Miranda joins, and she is pregnant with baby Javea. And Raymond, he's just obsessed with Miranda. He just really likes Miranda. And you can see Jeanette in the bushes in the back watching. So Jeanette pretty much has been stalking Raymond for pretty much this whole time. He pretty much destroyed her world. So she left the police force, and she wanted to get revenge on Raymond, but she decided to hold off so she can see what he's doing with Miranda. And it goes back to the present time, and she's attacking him, and she's telling him that she hates him, and it wasn't her fault what happened to their child. Everyone's hearing this. To shut her up, he starts choking her. Everyone's a witness to what happened at this point. Everyone is just in shock, and the dramatics of the rain and the storm outside. So there's a lot of commotion going on. He's yelling that it was self-defense. Months later, you see Raymond and Camilla. Camilla is bringing Raymond in for the charge, and she's escorting him to his jail cell. Then you see Raymond trying to figure out how to appeal his case, and there's a CO/guard, and she's fangirling over Raymond. She's telling him how much she looks up to him, how good of a detective he was, and he sits up, he kind of pops up, and he's like, oh, okay, really? And he kind of figures he's pretty much going to get out. He's getting out whether it's legal or illegal, because she likes him, and he's going to take advantage of that. And we see Jonah wake up dramatically because he keeps having reoccurring nightmares of Miranda falling from the cliff. Now we have Javea walking in because she kind of heard him wake up, and she's letting him know that the water shutoff day is happening, and she's kind of smelly. You see the little green smoke, little green cloud following her. And he's like, oh, well, let me handle that. So he takes out his phone and he handles it for her. And now you see them playing video games together, spending time together. And that's pretty much the end of this video. I hope you guys liked this video. I know it's been a long time coming, and I'm glad to finally finish this video. Also, you can see Uncle Leonard. He now lives with the family, so he's helping Jonah raise Javea. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.